Many are magnetic and all conduct electricity, and so they can all be recycled cost effectively. Metals are so valuable, in fact, that there's no good economic reason not to recycle them. If metals that were used in human consumer goods are still contaminating the earth or are going into landfills or into streams, rivers, and oceans, then there's something wrong. And there is something wrong in much of the world. Here's a picture of me standing knee-deep in a garbage dump in the Himalayas in Nepal. These are all beer cans and soda cans hand-carried from the last airfield in Lukla by Sherpas for the tourists on the Tea Lodge Trail to Mount Everest. The tourists drink what's in them and then toss them. And even though there are aluminum can recycling facilities down in Kathmandu, it apparently isn't worth anybody's while to hand-carry them all the way down back to Lukla and put them on an airplane or truck. This is a question of economics and politics again. While aluminum is valuable, it hasn't been priced high enough to create an incentive to reclaim it from the high Himalayas and other places where labor isn't cheap enough to transport it. Those pesky transaction costs. My suggestion, of course, was to do much recycling and reuse of waste locally. And my solution for the metal cans of Mount Everest was a little unorthodox. Knowing just enough about electrochemistry to be mildly dangerous, I started taking the cans and dissolving a few of them into aluminum oxide powder and hydrogen gas using potash from the Sherpa fires. The hydrogen I used to burn and to generate enough of an electric current to run my flashlight at night. I guess I invented what I called the Culhane aluminum can tab torch, finding that I could power 5 super bright LED lights for several hours off a single Coke can tab. It also works with discarded zinc nails. And it isn't an unknown phenomenon that I discovered, just a weird application of a well-known principle. The Nazis used scrap and waste aluminum with lye to make hydrogen for their Zeppelins, and aluminum air batteries have been known and used for over a century. Metals don't always have to be recycled to make them useful. There are even people who are using waste metals as fuels to run engines. Yes, there are ways to, quote, directly combust recyclable metal fuels for zero carbon heat and power, end quote, with experts now saying that, quote, metals are promising high energy density, low emission recyclable energy carriers, end quote. But once again, most non-scientists and engineers don't know all the amazing things that can be done with the metals that we carelessly throw away. In this module, you get to test your metal as a sustainability pioneer by exploring the amazing world of metals. Heck, you'll find that as the song goes, even rust never sleeps. It's up to your generation to figure out how best to use it.